Hello there, my name is Simon Lines, aka Mwalimu, and welcome to class. So we are back from our holiday, our 1 week holiday, and I'm back with something beautiful and something exciting for beginners. So I'm going to be offering a number of courses going on from this particular series. So in the first 10 videos, I just did different assorted topics from introductions, definitions, and things like that. But now going on, I'm going to be offering most of the time courses either coming in packages of 5 or 10 videos as we proceed. So in the first offering from this particular series, I'm going to be doing a full series on Lightroom, guys. Yes, I'm going to be doing a full series on Lightroom, and I'm going to be doing that over the next 1 week. So I'm going to be doing 10 videos, and every day I'm going to be doing uploading 2 videos, and you guys are going to be having a beautiful time on my TikTok, on my Facebook, on my YouTube, because I'm going to be sharing the A to Z of Lightroom for beginners. Because I think if you were to ask me, apart from just frequency separation, I can live without any other editing software apart from Lightroom, because I think Lightroom has so much work for me as compared to even Photoshop or maybe Premiere Pro. Though Premiere Pro has its own video use, but in terms of photo editing software, I think what I use most all the time is Lightroom over Photoshop, because even my Photoshop workflow includes Lightroom, because after doing frequency separation on my Photoshop, I'm going to save those PSDs and do the rest in Lightroom, because I can do the rest as a batch. So this being the first video, I'm going to set the ground for this particular course and tell you guys what to expect as we proceed. And without further ado, let's go back over here. So over the days I've been missing, among the things that I did is I made some changes to my site. Of course, you can see that I moved from that particular side and moved over here, and the reason for that move was I just needed a very big whiteboard, and here it is. Okay, so on my whiteboard I have the topics for this particular course written down, and like I said, this being the first video that I'm doing right now is the background stroke introduction video. In this particular video, I'm going to be sharing the topics for the video, what to expect, and the outline for the course. Okay, then after that, I'm going to get into it now and start doing topics now. And the first topic I'm going to cover is file management. On this particular topic, I'm going to show you guys how you should order your files in terms of folders, subfolders, partitions, backups, and things like that. Then after that, I'm going to go to the first step of editing photos, and that is selecting your photos or culling your photos. And me being old school like I am, I'm going to teach you guys how to cull your photos using Picasa. Yes, I know there's so many modern ways of culling photos in Lightroom, in Capture One, and other editing softwares, but I prefer to cull my photos before I get them into the editing software, and for that I use Picasa. So the second topic in this particular series is going to be about culling. I'm going to show you guys how you cull your photos to get the best, what is the criteria for selecting your photos, and how do you use Picasa to separate your selected images from the rest of the shot that you're going to leave as waste. Okay, after that, I'm going to go to the fourth topic, and from there I'm going to introduce the software itself. So I'm going to introduce Lightroom, show you guys the interface. I think I was actually using it sometime a little back. So I'm going to introduce the software, show you guys the interface, show you what it has, show you the menus, and basically here also show you guys a few shortcuts that are going to make using the software a bit easier. So after we are done with that, we are going to go to the first step of using Lightroom, and that is how do we get our photos into the software. So I'm going to talk about importing and creating catalogs. So how do you import a single photo? How do you import a whole folder? How do you manage your catalogs? How do you manage your virtual copies? How do you make this process a bit faster? How do you render previews and things like that? So after I'm done with that, I'm going to go right into developing, and when you get to developing, I'm going to show you guys how you can use Lightroom to make changes, because we use Lightroom when you talk of developing. Lightroom comes from darkroom, and in the darkroom we used to develop film to produce photos in print, and now in Lightroom we develop our exposures digitally to end up with digitally altered photos. So that's why we call that particular stage of us tweaking our light, cropping, tweaking our colors, tweaking and maybe sharpening, dehazing, and things like that. We call it developing. So after you are done with developing, we are going to go to the next step, and which is still part of developing, but I'm going to teach you guys how to do batch editing, or what we call synchronization. Because for example, if you have to edit 600 wedding photos using Lightroom, unlike Photoshop where you have to go through the photos one by one as you edit each of them individually, in Lightroom you can do what you call batch editing, or what you can call synchronization, whereby you can do one set of changes to a very big number of photos at the same time, as long as you have them selected. Then every photo that is selected in that particular scenario is going to have the transformation that has been done to one photo applied to them. So you select 50 photos, you adjust their white balance, all of them get fixed. So that is what we call batch editing. It is going to be our 6th topic. After that, I'm going to go to watermarking, because nowadays, because of content creation, and we have so many brands that want their photos to have their identity either in the name of a logo, or maybe a text watermark. So I'm going to dedicate a whole topic to show you guys how to make watermarks, both a graphic watermark, for example, maybe from a logo, and also a text watermark that is very simple to make on the go in Lightroom. After we are done with watermarking, we are going to go to the last step of editing in Lightroom, and that is exporting. So this is a point from which we get our photos out of the software. Remember, we imported, then after importing we developed. After developing, we are now going to export them from the software and maybe send them to our clients, maybe upload on our social media platforms, update them on our website and things like that. So after that, we are done with the export settings and the export properties. The last topic is going to be creating presets, because if you want to make use of Lightroom, among the benefits of using Lightroom is it gives you room for presets. So what you normally do, maybe the kind of treatment that you give maybe all your wedding photos, you can save as a preset that you can be running at the point of import, and you start developing with your preset already having been run, and your photo is already transformed in some ways that you love and you normally do as your signature kind of editing. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make import presets, develop presets, and export presets that are going to have maybe your image sizes, your watermarks, and things like that. And that is going to be the last topic on our course. So that is the plan, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 10 videos on Lightroom. This was the first video and the introduction, and this particular video I've shared the full course, and just to run it over, I'm going to teach you guys the following topics. Number 1, file management. How do you order your files, your folders and things like that. Number 2, how to call your photos using Picasa. Number 3, how the software works in terms of interface, menus, and shortcuts. Then after that, you're going to get to importing and creating catalogs, because you have to use catalogs for you to use Lightroom. After that, we are going to go to the next step, which is developing, where we do our light and color correction. After developing, we are going to talk about batch editing or synchronization that allows us to edit many photos as a batch in Lightroom. After we are done with that, we are going to talk about watermarking for the sake of protecting our photos from theft or giving them an identity using watermarks. After that, we are going to talk about exporting our photos, and the last topic is going to be how to create presets that are going to make our Lightroom workflow a bit faster and easier. So that is the plan, guys, and I'm hoping to have you guys here over the next 9 videos, over the next 10 videos actually. And I'm going to be doing this over just 1 week. I'm going to be doing 2 videos every day of the week, from a Monday to a Friday. So see you guys. Stick together, stick along. Follow me on my platforms, Mwalimu everywhere, on my TikTok, on my Facebook, on my YouTube, on my Facebook, on my Instagram. The brand is just the name is just Mwalimu. So, but you can add Mwalimu Simon Lines or Mwalimu Lines to be a bit more specific. But so without further ado, please subscribe on my YouTube, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook, because I'm going to be sharing something nice. And of course, share this course with a beginner, and this course will also be available on my platform, on my account at brightacademy.com. I'm going to share the link also, because after running it for free for a month, I'm going to take it off my free platforms. I'm going to have it for sale on Bright Academy. So before it is for sale, please take advantage and learn a bit of Lightroom. Without further ado, I'm done for the introduction. See you guys in the next video as we start on the first topic, and that is how to manage your files like a professional. And Mwalimu is done for this one.